Hey everyone. So the 46 Climbs community strives to make its mark on this country and beyond to change how we talk about mental illness and suicide. The place where we do not want to leave a mark is in the wild places that we're hiking or climbing in, which is why back in 2015 when we started our first national event, we partnered with Leave No Trace. We also put one of these Leave No Trace cards in every participant package to make sure everyone is informed, even if it's your first hike. So when people don't take this seriously, the result of that is you come up on garbage or carvings in trees and other structures, human waste, translating campsites see unnecessary erosion, animals who've become accustomed to humans who also see the items that they're carrying as a food source, which is definitely an issue. So let's do everything we can to protect the wild places so that people in the future that go on to the locations that you're going can continue to enjoy them the same way as you. And we as a 46 Climbs community have nothing but a positive impact on this country. So Leave No Trace has 7 principles. Let's go through them. The first one is plan ahead and prepare. You want to make sure that you know the regulations of the area that you're going to. Are you allowed to have a campfire? Where are you allowed to camp? Do you need something to store your food if you're staying overnight? You also want to make sure you're ready for the weather and the terrain, so make sure you pack a water filter if you're going to be out for a while. Check if there's any streams nearby where you can get that water. Make sure that you have a physical map and compass because those do not need batteries. Check to make sure if there is a regulation on group size, and that goes for day hiking as well as camping because they could be different. We also need to think about COVID this year. Make sure you bring a face mask and you're practicing social distancing and whatever regulations that your state has. So the second one is travel and camp on durable surfaces. You want to make sure that you're always using a trail and not going off that trail to create unnecessary erosion. You're camping at campsites that you've found and not made. That is an important one. There are also regulations where you cannot camp above a certain elevation. The third Leave No Trace principle is dispose of waste properly. The easy thing to do, if you pack it in, pack it out. Even your apple cores and banana peels, those do not break down as quickly as you would think. Make sure you pack those out. You also want to pack out toilet paper. I know how disgusting that sounds to the average person, but you want to pack it out. It is awful to come up on a trail when there's just toilet paper strewn about. Don't do that. Don't be part of the problem. If you do have to go number 2 in the woods, make sure that you are digging a cat hole. Cat hole is a hole dug 6 to 8 inches deep that is 200 feet from any water, camp, or trail. You're going to want to cover that hole when you're done and disguise it so that people don't know that you're even there. If you're washing dishes, make sure to do that 200 feet away from any stream or lakes and use small amounts of water. When you're done with it, scatter the strained dishwater. The fourth Leave No Trace principle is leave what you find. I know that sometimes we find some cool rocks, some flowers. Let's leave those things there so that the next person behind you can enjoy the same thing that you were able to enjoy. We also do not want to build structures of any kind. I know for some people there might be an urge to create some kind of memorial or paint rocks. Please do not do that. Even though that comes from a good place, we want to protect those locations, make sure that everyone that is coming behind us has the same experience and does not have that reminder of other humans on the trail. The other thing you want to think about too is if you're doing a base camp where you're bringing firewood and you're in a location that can have fires, make sure that it's from a local source so you're not introducing any other type of species to the area that could have a negative effect. Leave No Trace principle number 5 is to minimize campfire impacts. If you are in a location that you can have a fire, make sure you use the established spot. Don't make your own. Fires can have lasting effects on environments, so make sure that the coals are not warm to the touch when you are done and leave. Number 6, respect wildlife. You can see impacts of this even on a small level where there are chipmunks or birds that are much friendlier than the average animal because they've been taught that humans have food. We do not want to feed those animals. Human food is not good for them. For larger animals, you want to make sure that you're using the proper bear can, bear hang, whatever it is. You don't want to lose your food. You don't want to teach that bear or other large animal that humans are a source of food, and they see humans camping after you because of that. That sucks. And lastly, be considerate of other visitors. Be courteous to the other people on the trail, yield to them. If you do like to hike with music, I would ask that you use headphones. Other people want to enjoy the natural sounds. Thanks for listening. This stuff is really important so that we can continue to do 46 climbs every year. I appreciate your help in protecting our wild places and helping us make nothing but a positive impact for 46 climbs this year.